Welcome to our collection of La Fontaine's fables. Today's story is The Two Roosters, and this is a retelling of the classic fable. These timeless fables may seem simple, but each one carries a powerful lesson for listeners of all ages, young and old. Now listen closely and enjoy the story. At the end, we'll have a fun activity to help you think about its message. On a peaceful farm where the grass grew tall and the sun warmed the fields each morning, there lived two roosters. These were no ordinary roosters. They were proud, they were strong, and each one believed he was the true king of the chicken yard. The hens, the ducks, and even the sleepy sheep had grown used to their loud arguments. "I am the boldest, bravest bird here," one rooster would say, puffing out his chest. "I crow louder, fight harder, and walk taller than you ever could," the other would snap back. They strutted around the coop with their heads high and feathers glossy, always watching each other, always waiting for a chance to prove who was better. One day that chance came. As the sun climbed over the hills and the dew began to dry from the grass, the two roosters locked eyes. The hens watched from their nests, the goat paused his chewing, even the lazy cat sat up on the fence. "This is it," clucked one of the hens. "They're finally going to fight." And fight they did. The two roosters leapt at each other in a flurry of wings, beaks, and claws. Dust flew. Feathers scattered, the coop rattled, they pecked and kicked and circled and shouted. It was no small scuffle, this was a battle for glory. By midday both were tired, but one rooster was still standing tall. His chest heaved from the effort and a few feathers were missing, but he had won. The other rooster lay in the dirt, sore and silent. The winner turned to the animals and let out a long, loud crow, "Cock-a-doodle-doo!" It rang across the fields, loud and proud. "I told you," he shouted. "I am the champion, the ruler of this coop." He leapt to the very top of the henhouse, the highest point he could find. He wanted the whole world to see his victory. He spread his wings and flapped proudly. "Let everyone hear me," he crowed again. "Let the sky know I have no rival." But someone was listening. From the sky, high above, circling on silent wings, was a hawk. The hawk had been gliding over the fields looking for something to eat. At first he saw only quiet grass and lazy cows, but then he heard the crow. He turned his head and spotted the rooster standing tall and still on the roof. Alone, unprotected. "Ah," thought the hawk, "dinner." With one swift movement he tucked his wings and dove. Below, the animals barely had time to react. The hens screamed, the goat bleated, the cat darted under the fence. And before the rooster could crow a third time, whoosh! The hawk snatched him in his talons and soared back into the sky. The proud cry turned into a squawk, and then nothing but silence. The coop was still, the dust settled, the feathers floated down. After a long pause, the other rooster, the one who had lost, stood up slowly. He was sore and bruised, but he was alive. He looked around. The hens were staring at him. The ducks were murmuring. Even the sheep blinked in surprise. He shook off the dirt, ruffled his feathers, and stood tall, not with pride but with quiet strength. Then he walked calmly to the front of the coop and took his place. No one argued, no one questioned it. From that day on, he became the leader, not because he won the fight but because he was the one who remained. He didn't boast, he didn't shout, he watched the sky. And the hens, well, they didn't mind at all. In fact, they rather liked a rooster who paid more attention to danger than to his own reflection. As for the hawk, he soon learned that proud roosters who crow too loudly often become easy meals. Great job sticking with the story all the way to the end. Now it's time to see how well you understood the moral, with a fun multiple-choice quiz. You'll find the answers in the comments section. Take your time with the questions, and don't forget to leave a comment below to let us know if you enjoyed the story. Your feedback really helps us improve. If you liked it, show your support by hitting the like button. It truly makes our day. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories.